Welcome to HTML from Zero to Hero, your complete guide to master the backbone of the web. In this series, we will go through the absolute basics to advanced concepts, explained so clearly that you will never need another HTML tutorial. Whether you are just starting your coding journey or refreshing your skills, this series is for you. Without wasting any time, let's dive into episode 1, Introduction to HTML. Ever wondered how websites are built from scratch? Not just any website, I mean YouTube, Instagram, Netflix. Even that food delivery site you used 5 times last week. Behind all those buttons, pages and flashy animations, there is one simple hero, HTML. So basic yet so powerful. It literally holds the web together. Now let's learn what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's not a programming language, it's a markup language used to structure content on the web. Sounds confusing, right? Don't worry, let me make it easier for you. Every day when you browse Google, Amazon or Zomato, all the text you see is powered by HTML. Let's look at a real HTML file to understand this better. So, in my VS Code, I have created a folder named HTML Basics. Then a file called index.html. This is the basic skeleton of every HTML page. Every HTML page starts with this doc.type HTML. This tells the browser that this document follows HTML5 standards. And everything inside this HTML is the content of your web page. And you can see the language is set to English. Inside the head section tag, we have important meta information about the page, not the content itself. For example, this meta charset UTF-8 sets the character encoding so your page can display text and symbols correctly. Then comes this content and initial scale. Ensures your page is responsive and looks good on all devices. Next comes the title. This sets the text that appears on your browser tab. Here it's code leveling. Finally, everything visible on this page goes inside body. Here we have heading tag and a paragraph tag. Now that you know the basic structure, let's dive deeper into these elements one by one, starting with the tags and elements. HTML works using tags. A tag is a keyword wrapped in angle brackets. Here is an example. Coming back to tags, there are two main types of HTML tags, paired tags and self-closing tags. Paired tags, they have an opening tag and an closing tag, like this heading and paragraph. Self-closing tags, they don't have any closing tag, like image tag. Here, paragraph tag has a starting tag and an end tag. So this is a paired tag. Next comes the image tag, which is a self-closing tag, meaning it doesn't have an end tag, but it still forms an element. Next comes the attributes. HTML elements can also have attributes. Attributes provide extra information that affects how the element behaves. Here is an example of an anchor tag. Here, href is an attribute of the anchor tag. It tells the browser that the link should go to this particular URL. Now if I click on this anchor tag, I'm going to navigate to this link that I have mentioned in href. You can see it got navigated. Attributes are always written in the opening tag. Next comes block versus inline elements. Now let's talk about block level versus inline elements. One of the most confusing things when starting HTML, but it's actually very simple.
Oh my god! Wow!
Block elements take up the full width. However, inline elements sit inside without breaking it, like span tags, strong, anchor tags, like that. See how paragraph and strong stay in one line, but div pushes content to the next line. So next comes nesting of elements. Here, the strong element is nested inside the paragraph element. It makes just one word bold, while the rest stays normal. When nesting, always make sure that tags open and close in the correct order, like stacking boxes. Here I have an example of a paragraph tag. See, this breaks. The tags are closing in the wrong order. Lastly, the comments. HTML lets you write comments, notes in your code that browser ignores. You can see this is a comment and it won't render on the screen. Use comments to leave reminders for yourself or for the other developers. Also, you can see so far whatever I have explained, I have used comments. So I suggest start giving proper comments over your code. You can use this quick shortcut to comment the code. Just press Ctrl+/. It's that simple. Alright, we covered what HTML is, how tags, elements and attributes work, nesting rules, blocks versus inline elements, and even comments work. Up next, we dive into real content, headings, paragraphs, tables and page layout. Smash that subscribe button and let's keep leveling up one line at a time.